Yeah, we had some burrs in our shift drum here. Notice when we went to take it off that the shift forks weren't moving real easy across here. Now sometimes they'll get a burr, like this one's got a burr right on the edge here somewhere. So we're just gonna file that a little bit just to see where it is. Just sticking a file on there, a regular flat file on it. Move it, and then we'll look for any high spots on there. Yeah, I can feel one right over here. Now you can, if you got a dressing stone, stone works good too. You should be able to feel it if you got a high spot, like right here somewhere. I can feel it. File kind of stops when you're going across it. And then after we file it, we'll dress it with some sandpaper. See where we got the next high spot at. See if that made any difference there. Oh yeah. Went past that spot, so we got another one over here somewhere. Had one over here on this edge. Would go on about that far before, and it's sitting right over here somewhere. So let's hit this spot over here. Yeah, got one right over here somewhere. Feel it. A couple of them in here. Overall, these things have been pretty good over the years. Only had to replace a couple of them since '91. When I say a couple, I mean exactly two. I had one from the factory that was screwed up. Actually wasn't screwed up. It had a big damn chip, like a big square chip, over 1/8 inch big machining chip that got stuck in there somehow, which was straight from the factory. And then had one where years later that had a lot of miles on it. One of the grooves, like right here, was messed up. So when you go to shift it, if the little roller that fits in there, if it has anything to catch on, it isn't going to want to turn real easy. And that's what was happening. All that does there. Nope. Like right there. I think I can feel it right there on that edge. Let me see. It's a lot easier if you have a lathe. You can just chalk this thing up in the lathe and hit it with sandpaper. Usually works. And then we'll end up polishing this thing out once we get any grooves out of it. I didn't check to see if this shift drum was still available. I doubt they probably are. If they're going to obsolete little cheap parts like clips for the shift star, they'll obsolete bigger stuff too. Okay, we're going to hit it with some sandpaper now. I think I got most of the big spots off there. Do the sandpaper first, then I'll hit it with Scotch-Brite. Start polishing it out, working out for us. Oh yeah, I think we got it now. Well, at least down to here. I'll do this one down here now, and the rest of them. But it's going further on, a lot easier than it was. Like we're right on this groove here. So every groove looks like it's got a little eye spot to it. I still got to do some more on this middle one right here. About right there and stops. And then I'll polish out the inside of the shift forks too. They're just bronze out. That stuff will polish up nice and easy. Try this out now. Got a little bit up. Still catching a little bit on this end one here. Much, but enough that I don't like it. Yeah, that's a lot better there. That's what I'm talking about. Let me grab some Scotch-Brite. I'm just glad that one shift fork's still available. Or any shift forks at all. You know, you hate to put a used one back in here or get a used one unless you're absolutely sure that where it came from and what it looks like before you put it in, that it ain't is just as chewed up as the one you got. I think that'll work pretty good for me. It actually goes on there now. You don't have to force it. We'll need to do the inside of these shift forks a little bit. And do those, it's just the same thing. Just take a piece of Scotch-Brite or really fine sandpaper and work the inside of it. So if it does have any marks on it, like I know these are going to, because I had a hell of a time getting them off, so they're going to be scored up a little bit inside there. Give them a little clean up with some Scotch-Brite or some really fine sandpaper. Just wash them really good before you go back together with them. I think that's pretty damn good right there. Anyway, that's just a little tech tip there. If you have your transmission out that far, you probably want to check your shift drum, make sure it ain't got no burrs, and the burrs are all going to be. This one had a burr right here on the where the keeper goes that actually holds the shift drum in. Don't know why it did, but it did. And the rest of these, where the pins go for the shift forks, they usually have burrs on them, especially around where it dips right there that actually moves the gear. So when it rolls around, what it does, it catches the pin, and that's what actually slides the shift fork over, is where these little grooves are. Right here, and that's where they were all tight, right around where those grooves were. So just check out your shift drum, give it a little polish, make sure the shift forks slide down in it, up and down on it. That's it for this. We're just waiting on the shift forks and a couple other little things. We're waiting a shift fork. We only need one, which was first, second gear. But that's it. Everybody have a good week. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Take care.